Good morning, campers. The trail actually goes right along the border between New Jersey and New York. So if you leave the trail and go a little bit north, you walk into Unionville. This is the Unionville Park, where you can camp in with a permit. There's a little gazebo here, there's a porta potty, and you can camp back here in the grass with a permit. You have to get the permit at the village office. Obviously, you'd want to tent in the grass and not on the playground. So probably along this strip here. There's a spotlight up there, as you can see. So be aware of that and choose your tent spot carefully. You can get your permit here at this building. This is the village office. See the sign there over the door? Village office. And if they are closed, it's right across the street from Annabelle's Pizza, which is awesome pizza, by the way. Or you can go up the street here, and the post office is right next door, I should say. So you got the post office there. But if you go up the street, and you can't quite see it because of these bushes, but this big white building here that we're about to see, right there, that's Horler's General Store. And they also have permits. So if the village office is closed, you can go to Horler's General Store, pick up some supplies, get a sub, whatever you like, and get your permit to camp in the park. It's a beautiful day for hiking. The heat wave is gone. My left knee is bothering me again. It actually bothers me more going downhill when I bend it to bring it forward, right under the kneecap, right like here. That's a little troubling that my knee is still bothering me like that. Okay, I'm actually on the trail now, leaving Unionville, headed to Vernon, New Jersey, where I have my new stove to pick up at the Appalachian Motel. It's 11.8 miles trail hiking. I just hiked probably a mile from the hostel to the trailhead, so that adds a mile. And then once I get to the road crossing near the motel, I'm going to call them for a shuttle. They offer free shuttles, because if not, it's like a couple miles of a road walk. I want to say between 2 and 3 miles, which I would rather not do another 2 to 3 miles walking down a road at the end of a day. I'm going to go to Heaven Hill Farm, actually, and then I'll have them pick me up there if possible. That's maybe 2 tents off. So we're talking about a 13-mile day, roughly. Here's another concern I have. Look at these trekking pole tips. They're just little stubs. This has got to last me 6 more days. Otherwise, I'm going to be down to the carbon fiber. And then I don't know what'll happen then. I don't know if that'll cause the carbon fiber to splinter. But it's going to be interesting. 6 days like this, yikes. I don't know how much of the trail is going to be real level and smooth like this, but it's really helping my knee. I'm not having to even use my poles. So this is nice and easy walking. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Like a little house on the prairie, running through the fields. That looks like the muddy Mississippi right there. That is a muddy, muddy river. There's a deer way over there. Right in the middle of the screen, looking at me. She's laying down, relaxing, wondering what I'm gonna do. Hi, baby. I've seen more dragonflies walking alongside this wetland protected wildlife refuge in the past 15 minutes than I've seen cumulatively in my whole lifetime. Literally hundreds of dragonflies. They're everywhere. They just keep flying out of the marsh across the trail in front of me and around me and over me. It's amazing. Well, I'll tell you, walking around this wildlife refuge has been not only really cool, seeing the animals, saw blue heron, saw a couple swan, geese, various different kinds of birds, heard frogs, dragonflies. But it's also been a welcome relief for my legs. It's basically flat as a pancake, and probably got to be a good 2 miles. It's like land of the lost here. Giant plants. Shelter this way, yay! I think it's only about 0.1 off the trail. And it looks fairly flat, at least at first. I think it's a Pochuck mountain shelter. I'll stop, I'll take a break, eat something, rehydrate, sign the register, and then be on my way. Shelter dedicated to a guy who died at 62. Look, there's a little mirror. A little mirror right there, and oddly enough, there's another mirror on this side. Well, less effective. Tiny shelter. You're going to sleep 4 comfortably, 5 in a pinch. Beyond that, you're packed in like sardines. So, a little picnic table. That's where I'll have my snack, campfire. I'll have my snack and then I'll be on my way. I looked off to the side and I saw blue, and I was like, what's this blue thing? Remnants of several cars or trucks. It's out here in the woods. Very strange. How long have they been here? Why would someone put them out here too? The undercarriage is all gone. There's no axle or wheels. Someone carried these out here? Drove them out and took them apart? I don't know. Little car graveyard out here. So I wanted to share something that Nora told me while I was thinking of it. Something that I've observed before. The people who do these big miles, they're not necessarily fast. Some of them are. Some of them hike really fast. But a lot of them, they just hike all day. Like Nora just said, she got up real early. She left 5:30, 6 o'clock. She was at least an hour ahead of me, maybe an hour and a half. And I caught up to her. But she'll hike from sunup until just before sundown. She just said, I'll hike until about 7 o'clock, and wherever I am, I just look for a place to set up my tent. She said it didn't even have to be a tent site. Just anywhere she can clear out a little spot. She'll just make that her camp for the night, wherever she is. So a lot of other people do that too. They're hiking for 12 hours a day, from sunup to close to sundown. They give themselves enough time to set up their camp and eat and stuff before it gets dark. Really the key to a lot of these people doing big miles is just the time, not speed. It's just getting out there and spending 10, 12 hours or more a day hiking. But that's really the key to the big miles, is taking advantage of as much daylight as you can. So there's a tip for you. If you want to do those big miles, don't feel like you got to become a hiking machine. Just make better use of the daylight hours. Sure is beautiful. And here is where the boardwalk begins. And it is a nice boardwalk. It's like a sidewalk made of wood with little edges on it. This is like wheelchair accessible. It's pretty cool, man. So I just got done with the boardwalk section, New Jersey. Did not go for miles. Went quite a ways though. It was impressive. An impressive structure. Probably took me half hour, almost a half hour to cross it. And I was going kind of slow. Yeah, today has been a fairly flat day, all things considered. There's been a few ups, ups and downs that were a little tough, but there's also been some very long stretches of very flat hiking, which is a welcome relief for my feet. Okay, so there's trail magic of cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. It's sitting out in the sun. I don't know if I should take any. Maybe I should take one just for the sport of it. Well, that's okay by me. As long as the cows know the rules too. I don't want them approaching me either. I don't see any cows. I think I'm in the clear. This is a cow-free pasture. I'm at Heaven Hill Farm. See the sign there behind me? I've got some ice cream, a cider donut, and a kombucha. And the problem is, the sun is beating down on me, and I've got to eat the ice cream in the sun. It's going to be interesting. Here's the kombucha I bought. It's kind of funky, something ginger lime kombucha, and then my cider donut's in the bag. So I'm going to eat this ice cream while it's still cold, before it melts all over the place. So I made reservations at the Appalachian Motel, and the AWOL guy says call for a ride. So I called for a ride, and the guy goes, no ride. I'm like, so I gotta walk 1.5 miles on this busy road? I guess so. So let that be a lesson to you if you're planning on staying at the Appalachian Motel. No ride. Well, as you can see, I made it to the Appalachian Motel. AAA approved, it says. Guess we'll see. Okay, so I just checked into my Appalachian Motel room. Better open the windows, get some light in here. Open the curtains. Give you a quick tour. Now, this reminds me of the Rosebud Motel a little bit. You got an accent wall there. I have 2 queen beds. I don't remember reserving 2 queen beds, but that's what he gave me. And got the air conditioner cranking up. It was pretty stuffy in here. It does have a TV, flat screen TV, coffee maker, an ice bucket, kind of precarious looking power strip back there, yowza. Microwave. Got a mini fridge in here. Okay, can't see too well. That said, I mean, it's one of those motels where, you know, you look out right where the parking is. So you are opening up into the great outdoors. Well, let's take a look at the bathroom. Okay. Oh, looks like they updated. Updated the shower. It looks fancy. Not bad. Some stains in the sink there. Yowza. What in the world is... Somebody spilled coffee in there and it's stained and they never got it out. So, okay. Well, it's only for a night. And the key was I needed this. My Amazon package. So, I'll film myself telling this part of the story. So the AWOL guide says, call for ride. I'm thinking perfect. That's about 1.5 miles from the trailhead. I went to the Heaven Hill Farm, got some ice cream, some kombucha, and a cider donut. And then I thought I'll call from there and say, hey, can you give me a ride? Oh no. I call up. He acts all confused. Finally goes, no ride. And I go, you can't give me a ride? I'm hiking. I just hiked 13 miles or whatever I did today. And it's only 1.5 miles. No ride. I said, okay. So I hoofed it. I walked about a half hour in the sun on the shoulder of the road with cars whizzing by me. Then I get here and I say I had a package delivered from Amazon. And he points over there to a table at the back of the office where you check in, the front desk. And I see 2 boxes, 2 big, large, first class priority mail boxes. And I'm like, that's not them. I'm like, this came from Amazon. No, I don't know. He just, he's one of those people who just has zero interest in helping you. No customer service whatsoever. Not, oh, when was it sent? When was it delivered? Can you check your account, just see where did it say they delivered, who they gave it to, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't know. I don't know nothing. So I look it up on Amazon. Amazon says, oh, it was delivered into the mailbox. So I said, they say they put it in your mailbox. Where's your mailbox? Is it outside on the wall here? And he points. And I look, you got to go all the way down the driveway, down a steep driveway to the road. There's a mailbox by the road. I'm like, you haven't picked up your mail since yesterday? So I'm like, okay. So I walk down there with my pack still on, Sure enough, there's my package in the back of the mailbox and a bunch of other mail for him. So I'm like, well, I'll take all the rest of the mail up. So I bring the mail to the office and I hold it up to the window. He has to buzz the door to let you in, right? That's the other thing. I had to dial a phone from outside, wait for him to answer, tell him I was here to check in, buzz me in. So he comes to the door, opens it just enough, puts his arm out, grabs the mail from me, and I'm like, here's your mail. He just nods and takes it and closes the door. I'm like, gee, you're welcome. That's disconcerting. So just know, oh, thank you so much, or oh, would you mind? Oh, we don't check. I didn't forgot to check the mail today. Would you mind going down and checking for? None of that. No interest in being pleasant or helpful or courteous or anything. So I am going to contact AAA and tell them they should revoke their rating of this place just based on that guy being just a rude, inconsiderate, uninterested, unhelpful jerk. So that's my take on the Appalachian Motel. Thankfully, it looks livable for the night. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll probably have to do that road walk again. I don't think I can get an Uber out here out in the sticks. So that adds 1.2 miles. I'm already doing 17.2 tomorrow. Now I'm going to add another 1.2. So I'm doing 18.4 now, which was not my plan. So my legs are killing me. My feet are hurting. I got to soak them. I got to prepare for tomorrow. It's going to be a brutal day tomorrow. Hey there, I just wanted to summarize something. It's the end of the day. I'm in my motel room here. I just thought I'd make a final comment for the day regarding that pack of beer on the trail earlier today. I just want to say I don't condone that. Teenagers or young kids could have found that, gone off into the woods and gotten all liquored up, gotten bombed or loaded, wasted, call it what you will. Also, I mean, what kind of a hiker would pick up beer from a stranger off the trail? Just random beer sitting out in the sun, no less. Make matters worse, Pabst Blue Ribbon? Really? Ugh. So, I just want to say I'm really disappointed in some of the hikers out there who would either leave that kind of beer laying around or would take that kind of beer. So shame on all of you. Just people, you know? It's terrible. I don't know why people do that type of thing. It's just, I don't know. That disgusts me. Oh.